Greetings, dear ones. How pleased we are, so pleased to be in your presence today. We honor you for coming on this magical day of celebration to anchor the energies of the group. And of course, when we say group, we mean not only those who are in the room at this time, but also those who will be experiencing this transmission on your internet at a later time. We wish you a blessed solstice. What a wonderful time on your planet. 2014 has been a profound and pivotal year, not only for you individually, but for your entire planet. You have shifted from one age into another, and you have done it brilliantly. We would like to give you an overview of what has been going on with you, as well as a sneak preview, if you will, of the energies of the year you are moving into, and it is our greatest pleasure to do so. You have been experiencing accelerated energies since mid-2012. You have entered into this rapid moving energy with the first of the Uranus-Pluto squares that your astrologers have been speaking of. This has been a series of astrological events that have been completely transformative in their nature. We liken these energies to being in whitewater rapids. You, in mid-2012, entered into the beginning of the rapids and started accelerating. Once you made it past that pivotal alignment of December 21st, 2012, the acceleration was profound. So you have been in these rapids since then. So let us think about what that means. When you are in accelerated movement, you are buffeted from all sides. You do not feel straight and smooth growth. You do not feel a steady, predictable trajectory of movement. You go in one direction very quickly and stop, and then the flow shoves you in another direction very quickly, and it becomes so fast, so quick, that you become very focused on just holding tight and just not bouncing out of your boat, so to speak. You may have water thrown in your face, you may feel cold, you may be uncomfortable, you may feel jarred, you may get bumped into by other passengers in your boat. Everything is churned up. There is no time to pay attention to what other people are doing because it takes all of your concentration to hold on. It is an unpredictable thing to be in rapids, and when you can barely see and are moving so very erratically, it can be difficult to gauge how much progress has been made because you are not even really able to watch the scenery as it goes by. Dear ones, you are almost out of the rapids, and we want you to think about what that means. When you reach the end of a series of rapids, the stream widens and the flow evens out. It still moves very quickly, but in a smoother, more enjoyable way. All of a sudden, you can start to see your new landscape. You don't have to hold on as tightly anymore. You can settle down and start to enjoy the journey again. All of a sudden, from this new vantage point, you can see that your new creations are taking form and that you are actually getting somewhere. You can catch your breath, and you can now see who is still in the boat with you. You feel tired but alive, strangely exhilarated by all you have been through. You are different but whole, and amazed with your resiliency and new state of being. So we would say that because you are coming out of the end of this period of profound and radical change, that you will find 2015 to be the year of discovery. It will be all about learning what all of this means now that you are landing in this brand new land in a very different energetic space yourself. This is exciting and momentous for you. We had called 2014 the year of balanced relationships, and that has very much been what you've been working on. You've been working on your relationship with self. Self-love has been a predominant theme through 2014. Your relationship with self and your relationship with Source have been first and foremost of importance this year because you cannot create balanced relationships outside of yourselves until you have created it within. You have had shifts in your friendships, in your dealings with others. You have moved into greater balance and boundaries with family members. You have learned the art of acceptance and allowing in many cases. You have honed your boundaries. You have forgiven yourselves and others and encouraged yourselves and others. You have expanded your ideas about love and unity consciousness. You are evolving, and it is showing. You have also been reevaluating your relationship with the planet and with the universe as well, understanding that everything you do sends a ripple across the cosmos. All of this has been preparation for moving forward in earnest, so we would say to you that you have done the work and you have done it splendidly. We understand that this has been a long and arduous process of purging and releasing. We understand that this has been difficult, but the wonderful news is that after all the purging and releasing you have done, you are left with the pure essence of you. You are left with the divine glory of who you really are. You will be moving forward in your truth, in your transparency, in your integrity, in your beingness. You have been cleansed so thoroughly there is no more hiding who you really are. Your insides and your outsides will finally be matching. It is from that space of beingness, of self-love and self-acceptance, of finally owning your divinity and walking your purpose that everything else will reflect that. It can be no other way. Gone are the days of hiding. You simply cannot play small any longer. It will be too uncomfortable to try to compromise, to try to hide, to try to deny who you really are. We talk about solstice events as being save points. You have saved your light, your progress, every step of the way. There is no going back. There is only moving forward, and moving forward into 2015 means finally starting to be your real selves and starting to reap the fruits of your labor. It is like an archaeological dig. You have seen archaeologists who have painstakingly swept away debris with the belief that there was something magnificent below. You have all been your own archaeologists, and the purging and clearing that you have been doing has been to get to the treasure that has been there all along. You can never be disappointed with what you discover. Everything is sacred and amazing when you make discoveries during your dig, and once you see the glory of what is inside, you will never again cover it up or hide it. You preserve it, don't you? You appreciate it. You learn from it. You share it with others because it is such a wondrous discovery. You are all beautiful, glorious treasures. We have always seen that truth. Now you are starting to see it is so. We are so excited to see what you will do with this brand new year. It will be fun. You will finally start to see your abilities. You will finally start to live your truths. People will finally start to see you for who you really are. People will comment on your energy, on how shifted you are, on how beautiful you are. Be mindful. Be true to who you are. Allow yourselves to shine. Know that from this actuated place, you will be drawing to you effortlessly the experiences that you wish to have. From living in your truth and from shining your light courageously, the rejuvenation that you've been seeking will come. The healing that some of you have been searching for will occur. The divine partnerships will happen. The soul groups that some of you have already started reconnecting with will come together with ease, with joyous friendships and relationships that support and uplift each other. The weight of the ascension process will be lifted. It will start to feel joyful and not as heavy because there are so many participating in it now. For many of you, your purposes will change and shift. For many of you who have been part of this process for a very long time, you will feel like your load has been lifted. You will not be feeling the intense sense of responsibility that so many of you have carried. It will lighten up. Allow it to expand into its full glory and understand this shift is likely to involve far more being than doing. Whatever you choose to do will be a true match to you and will be far more joyful as a result. There is nothing that you need to do other than to be your splendid self and to discover all of the gifts and treasures that already exist within you. What glorious times you are in. We honor you for all that you have done. We thoroughly enjoy you in your human antics. You are so loved, so supported, so celebrated. Go forth joyously and know that you have done magnificent work and that the fruits of your labor and the next phase of this shift are so well deserved. But before you come out of the energies of this channel, we ask you to simply open up and receive a divine blessing of love from us today. We are always with you, and you will always have everything you need. And with that, we will bid you adieu. It has been our great pleasure.